Faisal, a prince destined for kingship. King Faisal bin Abdulaziz Al Saud was a pivotal leader. He shaped modern Saudi Arabia. Born in 1906, he was a son of King Abdulaziz, the founder of the Saudi state. Faisal grew up in a period of great change, witnessing the kingdom's early struggles. He learned statecraft from a young age, preparing him for leadership. Known for his piety and wisdom, these qualities defined his reign. Faisal's early life was filled with responsibility, undertaking diplomatic missions as a young man. He represented his father abroad, traveling to Europe and meeting world leaders. These journeys broadened his understanding of global politics, giving him valuable insights. He understood the world beyond Arabia's borders, crucial for a future king. He served in various important government posts, including foreign minister and prime minister. These roles honed his diplomatic skills and gave him experience in domestic governance. When Faisal became king in 1964, Saudi Arabia was at a crossroads. The nation faced internal and external pressures with growing oil wealth but uneven development. Faisal had a clear vision to modernize the kingdom while preserving its Islamic values. His reign was marked by this careful approach, balancing reform with tradition. Oil was discovered in Saudi Arabia in the 1930s, transforming the kingdom forever. King Faisal understood the power of this resource, seeing it as more than just money. During Faisal's formative years, the oil industry was young, with foreign companies controlling much of the production. Aramco, an American consortium, was dominant, and Saudi Arabia received royalties but lacked full control. Faisal believed the kingdom deserved a greater share and more say in its oil management. He pursued this goal with determination, pushing for greater Saudi participation and training citizens in the oil industry. He aimed for nationalization carefully, preferring negotiation and gradual change. This strategic patience was a hallmark of his approach, laying the groundwork for future Saudi dominance in oil. Oil revenues fueled Faisal's modernization plans, investing in infrastructure, schools, hospitals, and roads. He believed in education for both boys and girls, a progressive step at the time. Faisal directed this development with a steady hand, building a modern state. The year 1973 was a turning point with the Yom Kippur War. King Faisal felt strongly about the Palestinian cause and saw the conflict as a major regional injustice. Western support for Israel angered him deeply, and he decided to act. He led the Arab oil-producing nations to impose an oil embargo, targeting nations supporting Israel. Oil production was cut significantly, causing prices to skyrocket globally. This bold move showed the world the power of oil and demonstrated Arab unity. The oil embargo sent shockwaves globally, with Western economies facing a crisis. Long lines formed at gas stations and industries dependent on oil suffered. King Faisal had shown that oil could be used politically, changing the dynamics of international relations. His actions reshaped global energy politics for decades. The 1973 oil embargo caused widespread panic. Western nations, heavily reliant on Middle Eastern oil, felt the strain immediately. The United States saw fuel shortages, industry slowed down, and a sense of vulnerability emerged. European countries reacted in various ways, with some adopting more pro-Arab stances to secure their oil supplies. The embargo forced a reassessment of foreign policies, highlighting the link between energy security and geopolitics. Nations began to explore alternative energy sources and focus on energy conservation. The crisis had long-lasting effects on energy policy worldwide. The developing world had mixed reactions, with some supporting Faisal's stance and others suffering from higher oil prices. The Soviet Union watched closely, seeing both instability in the West and benefits from higher oil prices. King Faisal's actions had initiated a significant shift in global power dynamics, making Saudi Arabia a major player. March 25, 1975 was a tragic day. King Faisal was holding a majlis, a traditional open gathering. His nephew, Prince Faisal bin Musaid, approached him. The king leaned forward to greet him, a customary gesture. Suddenly, Prince Faisal bin Musaid pulled out a pistol and fired 3 shots. 2 bullets struck the king, and chaos erupted in the royal court. King Faisal was rushed to the hospital but died shortly afterward. The news stunned the nation, plunging Saudi Arabia into mourning. The assassination took place in Riyadh at the royal palace. The motives of the assassin were not immediately clear. Prince Faisal bin Musaid was taken into custody, and an investigation began. The kingdom was in shock, with King Faisal seen as a symbol of stability. His sudden death created a vacuum and raised many questions. World leaders expressed their condolences, recognizing King Faisal's significant international role. Prince Faisal bin Musaid was interrogated and declared sane to stand trial. The official explanation was that he acted alone, motivated by personal revenge. His older brother, Prince Khalid bin Musaid, had been killed years earlier during a protest. Some believed Faisal bin Musaid blamed King Faisal for this. However, many theories and speculations emerged, questioning the official story. Some wondered if foreign powers were involved, given the oil embargo's impact. The Cold War context fueled such suspicions, but no credible evidence surfaced. Another line of speculation focused on internal Saudi politics and potential power struggles. The House of Saud quickly showed unity, ensuring a smooth succession. Prince Khalid, Faisal's half-brother, became king, calming fears of instability. The assassin, Prince Faisal bin Musaid, was publicly executed in June 1975. Despite the official findings, doubts lingered, and the full truth may never be known. King Faisal's death had an immediate impact, with Saudi Arabia mourning a transformative leader. His half-brother King Khalid succeeded him, continuing many of Faisal's policies. The focus on modernization and investment in education and infrastructure remained. Saudi Arabia continued to be a dominant force in OPEC, with strong foundations laid by Faisal. Globally, Faisal's assassination was a shock, removing a key figure from the world stage. He had wielded oil power effectively, challenging the existing global order. His death marked the end of an era, with future Saudi leaders navigating oil politics differently. Faisal's legacy is complex and lasting, remembered as a modernizer who balanced development with tradition. His use of the oil weapon in 1973 reshaped Middle Eastern geopolitics, giving Arab nations a new sense of agency. The events surrounding Faisal's reign and death still echo, with current Middle Eastern geopolitics deeply intertwined with oil. King Faisal's story is a reminder of how one leader can change history, illustrating the potent mix of resources, religion, and politics. His shadow looms large over the region, and his impact is undeniable.